Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my Week 12 preview of CFL action that's going to be starting very soon. And we're going to get right into this with our first game of the week, which is going to be Toronto versus Montreal. All right, I expect this to be a strong game for Toronto, and this is going to be a bit interesting now that Montreal now has Trevor Harris, the recent trade that happened where Cornelius played against the Bombers. I mean, it was pretty obvious that Harris was not very happy with the decision. Now, he did the good thing as a team player and made sure that he could prepare Cornelius every way that he could for that game. However, it eventually decided that he would get traded to Montreal, which makes this very interesting now that Vernon Adams Jr. is out and Harris is in. So the question will be, going into next season, what they're exactly going to do, as they're going to be kind of in a Bombers situation where they had both Matt Nichols and Caleros. So it'll be interesting to see what they do next season about that. But I think the week off is going to help. Is going to really help Toronto in this game. I think with Montreal having a average game against Ottawa, I don't think that's going to do them any favors in this game against Toronto. Toronto is a much better opponent, and I think because of that, Toronto is going to win, and it's going to be probably 2 touchdown difference. That'd be my guess. But anyways, that'll bring us into our next game, which is Ottawa versus Hamilton. All right, so Evans is obviously going to be playing for the Redblacks in this one. And, the first thing we got to do, Mazzoli or Evans, who's better? Obviously Mazzoli. And I think Hamilton is probably going to stomp over Ottawa, because as we saw with the last time Hamilton had their week off, they really came out with that fire that next game where nothing was gonna stop them. And against an opponent like Ottawa, with the little that they offer, with a fully healthy Hamilton Tiger Cats team with Banks and Acklin in, I don't see how how Hamilton doesn't kill Ottawa here. I expect a 30-point difference in this game. So I don't think it will be close. And that'll bring us into our next game, BC versus Winnipeg. The Bombers finally have it all. The Bombers trade for Sergio Castillo, kicker from the BC Lions, and Winnipeg, holy shit, they have everything they need. Everything they need and more, as they also signed Shaq Cooper and Winston Rose. This is what happens when all the veterans on your team mutually agree everyone's going to take a little bit of a pay cut and give the team the salary cap needed to really stack the shit out of their roster. Winnipeg has everything and more. And the BC Lions have Whitehead's out, Riley's good, Burnham's good, but I mean, you now don't have your 2 receivers that you can split your duties between. So now Winnipeg's going to be able to anticipate this, and they have a DB back in the lineup. So I don't see how Winnipeg doesn't have a huge game against BC. Winnipeg's been undefeated all season at home, and I don't see how that doesn't continue here. I think Winnipeg is going to have a huge win over the BC Lions, and that will bring us into our last game, Saskatchewan versus Calgary. All right, this is going to be a huge game. Game 3 of the series between the two. Calgary has won the first 2. I thought they'd win that. I thought they'd win those 2 games. Like Saskatchewan, sir. I thought Saskatchewan would win those 2 games. I thought that they'd win the first one. They obviously didn't. And I thought they'd really fight back in the second one, but they just didn't. And honestly, I think Calgary's going to win again. And the thing that we've been seeing with Calgary is week by week, this team is getting better and better and better. They are raising the bar every game that they play. Their own personal bar, I mean, because they're still not as good as the Bombers. But we'll see, because the Bombers' last game of the season is against the Stampeders. So I expect that Saskatchewan is going to be really pissed about their loss to their 2 losses to Calgary, and they're going to start off this game strong. I think that Fajardo for sure is going to be. They're going to be making some ballsy plays at the start, and I think it's going to pay off. And I think that going into the half, Saskatchewan's going to have a decent lead, and then I think Bo Levi Mitchell is going to rally the troops and really bring this back with a full comeback victory for the Stampeders. This is going to be a really close game. I'm really excited for it. I might actually watch this game. I watch almost not very. I don't watch a ton of CFL games, with the exception of the Bombers ones. I do watch some of the more interesting ones. This one I would consider one of those, so I might be watching this one. But wow, this will be a good game to watch. But I do think Calgary will come out on top. However, if Saskatchewan wins, wouldn't exactly be surprised, as they kind of got punched in the mouth twice already. But anyways, that's all that we got for this video here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out our Jets content. That is running on all cylinders. I'm going to be at the next Bomber game doing my live reactions. Zach is going to be staying home watching the Jets game. He'll be doing his stuff there. So you're going to get a double upload tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for my Week 12 reviews and Week 13 previews, in about a week when they come out. So without further ado, I'll see you guys next time.